Namaste, Vanakkam, good evening. Today is a day of celebration for IIT Madras. I want to welcome all of you this evening as our students, their parents, their loved ones all celebrate. I want to welcome each one of you to this August ceremony and be a part of this. Thank you for traveling from different parts of India and coming over here. Um, I'm going to present about DoMS IIT Madras briefly, and subsequently I will be introducing our chief guest, Ms. Gayatri Vasudev Yadav. She is Group CMO and Executive Vice President, Strategic Initiatives at Chairman's Office, Reliance Industries Limited. Chairman's Office means Mr. Mukesh Ambani's office. Um, Gayatri, we are very proud of you and very thankful to you for accepting our invitation and coming here. This convocation marks a significant milestone for our graduating students. You must have entered the classical facade of DoMS a few years ago with smile on faces and anxiety inside. Today, as you graduate from IIT Madras, I congratulate you, along with my faculty colleagues whose dedication to academics must have helped you quite a lot. In the next few minutes, let me take you through certain key highlights of DOMS IIT Madras during the academic year, which ended on June 30th, 2025. I seek your pardon in advance for omissions, if any, which are not intentional. Department of Management Studies, or DOMS, is one among the 18 departments of IIT Madras. When we view this green campus, nobody misses the greenery of the campus and plenty of green trees which welcome you. The trees stand as if they are independent and separate from each other. That's how you view it. But if you dig below the ground, you will find how the roots are intertwined and how they feed on the same soil. DOMS is rooted in IIT Madras ecosystem. We call it an ecosystem. In other words, DOMS is a department with IIT Madras advantage. This is increasingly important today as technology plays a significant role in industry and management. This structure also makes our programs distinct from standalone business schools. According to QS World University Rankings, DOMS is number 8 in India and 146 globally in business and management studies category. In NIRF, we have been between 10 and 16 so far. The department offers 7 programs, 5 open admissions and 2 captive and interdisciplinary. The 5 open programs are MBA, EMBA, VLM, MS, and PhD. The 2 interdisciplinary dual degree programs are Tech MBA and Quantitative Finance. Our MBA program began in 2001 and it's a full-time residential program. As for the outgoing batch, we have 93 students graduating this year with MBA degrees. All of them, except those who opted out, have got their jobs in campus. And the median salary this year is 18 lakhs per year, and the highest salary being 35.5 lakhs per year. As for the incoming batch this year, we received 4,000 plus applications for 96 approved seats. We selected 84 from them through a rigorous screening and selection process. Our executive MBA program targeting working professionals began in 2018. This is a program which brings industry insights into our classrooms. We have 49 EMBA students graduating this year. This batch of students also went through an international immersion program at ISEC Paris, and the current batch is heading for Curtin University, Australia for their immersion. The postgraduate executive program in Visionary Leadership in Management, PGPX, PEX VLM, is another executive program which targets the manufacturing industry. VLM is jointly offered by 3 institutions, IIM Calcutta, IIT Kanpur, and IIT Madras. The program also includes an international immersion conducted at Japan International Cooperation Agency, Nagoya, Japan. There are 40 students graduating from VLM program today. We have 2 research programs, Master of Science by Research or MS, and a doctoral degree program, PhD. We have 34 PhDs graduating today from DOMS. Which, to my imagination, is unequaled in the country. And there are 5 MS degrees being awarded today. PhDs from DOMS have become faculty members in IIMs, IITs, which include IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, IIM Lucknow, IIM Kozhikode. You will find our PhDs as faculty members in premier institutions of the country. In addition to 5 open programs, we started postgraduate programs through dual degree options to IIT Madras students. Our Tech MBA program started in 2019, and we have 15 students graduating today. The IDDD Quant Finance is the latest addition to DOMS degrees programs during the tenure of the former HOD of DOMS, Professor M. Thenmari, and we have 26 students graduating from Quant Finance today. A graduating student of this program has been picked by a European trading firm with an annual CTC of euros 252,000, which works out to be Indian rupees 2.52 crore. I cite this figure to give an indication of the market valuation of this program. Professor P. Krishna Prasanna, who taught quantitative finance courses, curated and coordinated this program, needs special mention. Student recognition and awards. 9 research scholars won Best Paper awards in various academic conferences. 25 of our MBA students won awards and recognitions in competitions conducted by reputed business schools. Sarika Joshi, a student from the EMBA 2024 batch, received the Best Paper Award, an MBA student, for her paper presented at the Asian Network for Quality Congress in Japan. There are more award winners. We will soon know who they are. Accreditation. The department became a member of the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business, ASCSB, in 2021, when Professor G. Arun Kumar was the head of DoMS. The process of accreditation is in advanced stage now, and this will bring parity for the department with other leading schools of business. The initiative is coordinated by Professor Vaibhav Chawla and Professor Nargis Parvin. Faculty. The real strength of our department is in our faculty, our most valuable resource, not our infrastructure. As on June 30th, 2025, DoMS had 28 regular full-time faculty members, 2 professors of practice, 3 honorary professors of practice, and 2 adjunct faculty, which makes our total faculty strength 35. We have nearly equal number of women and men faculty in DoMS. Professor Varisha Rahman received the Teaching Excellence Award at IIT Madras in September 2024. Professor Rupashree Baral received the Rajan Vardarajan Outstanding Researcher Award at IIT Madras in February 2025. Professor M. Toenmadi received the Lifetime Achievement Award from Jerusalem College of Engineering, and Swadeshi Shodh Sandhan TN chapter in March 2025. 2 of our faculty members superannuated during the academic year, Professor T.J. Kamalanaphan and Professor C. Rajendran. I take this moment to thank them for their contributions to DoMS. Professor TJK in particular for his practice and training contributions in DoMS, and Professor C. Rajendran to academic research. Outstanding academic researcher in the country and across the world. In terms of numbers and productivity, our faculty members authored or co-authored 78 research papers in reputed journals during the academic year 24-25, presented papers in about 50 international conferences and about 30 national conferences, and published 1 book chapter. Dr. B. Vipin's paper in operations area was recently published in the Journal of Operations Management, which is a Financial Times 50 or FT50 journal. In DoMS, we have 3 faculty members who have published in FT50 thus far: Dr. Vipin, Dr. Nargis Parvin, and Dr. Usha Mohan. As this is an aspirational club for researchers, we call it DoMS Prime. DoMS Prime is borrowed from Italian author Dante's work. Dante is one of the deepest minds of the literary world, and he named eminent persons of the city of Florence as city primes. Perhaps I loved his poem, The Divine Comedy. He released me from hell, he released me from heaven, and he landed me on earth. Perhaps this is what teachers do in the middle of their lessons, to let go your deceptive fantasies, fears, and hallucinations. I'm not a DoMS Prime member yet, but I tell my students I am still not there in DoMS Prime, but the journey is beautiful. Engagement with industry and government. DoMS faculty are actively engaged in creating avenues to work with industry and government. These engagements materialize through research centers, labs, sponsored and consultancy projects, and training programs. Labs and centers. DoMS faculty coordinate 3 centers and another 3 labs. The labs and centers include Center for Research on Startups and Risk Financing, CREST, led by Professor Thillai Rajan. FedEx Smart, Supply Chain Modeling, Algorithms, Research and Technology Center, co-headed by Professor Arshinda Kaur. The Accessibility Research Center, co-founded by Professor Saji Matthew. It seeks to bridge accessibility gaps in education through technology and edtech interventions. The labs are Decision Engineering and Pricing, Deep Lab at DoMS, led by Professor R.K. Amit, which focuses on engineering decisions using ideas from game theory, mechanism design, optimization, and pricing. CAMS IITM FinTech Innovation Lab, or CIFIL, led by Professor M. Tenmadi, develops technology solutions for FinTech, while also doing teaching and promotion of FinTech solutions. Behavioral lab led by Professor Lata Dayaram engages in behavioral research using scientific methods and has been supported by MOE and companies like American Express. MOUs. National Defense College, New Delhi has signed MOU with IIT Madras for Executive MBA degree program in Strategic Leadership and Public Policy, initiated by Professor M. Tenmudi. IIT Madras signed an MOU with Reiki Foundation for Happiness to establish the Reiki Center for the Science of Happiness at DoMS, led by Professor Rupashri Baral and Professor S. Srinivasan. A MOU was signed with Indian Navy to enhance capabilities and knowledge in naval and logistics management, championed by Professor Arshinder Kaur. IIT Madras also signed a strategic memorandum of understanding with the Tamil Nadu Agribusiness and Food Processing Export Corporation, TNAPEX, also championed by Professor Ashinder. Social impact sustainability development goals. DOMS programs have relatively more participation of women participants compared to other engineering disciplines. In research programs, we have more women enrolled than men. Our efforts towards diversity contributes to SDG 5 on gender equality. More than 7 faculty members teach through IIT ISC MOOC platform NPTEL, along with SDG 4, aligning with SDG 4 on quality education. Professor G. Srinivasan, who is respected widely in IIT Madras as a truly great teacher, is also respected world over by lakhs of his fans, thanks to NPTEL. Centers like the ARC contributes to SDG 10 on reduced inequalities. The work of Professor Rahul Marathe in particular has a special focus on sustainable agriculture, and Professor Arshinder Kaur also works in sustainable agriculture, contributing to sustainability development goals. Looking forward, the age of 21 is a significant milestone in many cultures, making the transition from adolescence to adulthood, time of growth and responsibility. Founded in 2004, it is the 21st year of DOMS. We seek to build on the strengths of IIT Madras for impactful engagement with business and industry through strong global collaborations and, of course, better infrastructure. Dear graduates, in the morning convocation, our chairman board of governors, Pawan Goenka, said he learned space science at the age of 67 while starting new initiative called Mahindra Aerospace. He went back to textbooks to learn aerospace engineering. Be learners lifelong. Experts say being flexible is the way to face uncertainty. You are also going to a future of uncertainty. Be less rigid, be open to change. Let me end with John Lennon of the Gen X's Beatles. Professor LSG is right here. The favorite of many, including me. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Thank you very much. Let me also take this opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day. I guess as students of management, you read business news and business newspapers, right? And if you read business news, she needs no introduction. I read about her in business news. And we are very fortunate to have Gayatri Vasudev Yadav in our midst today, who accepted our invitation and traveled from Mumbai to Chennai to be with us this evening to speak to you. And Gayatri, I use her first name, is a seasoned marketing leader with deep domain expertise across consumer markets, digital platforms, and brand building initiatives. She brings extensive experience in crafting transformative marketing strategies, innovative campaigns, and leading initiatives that have delivered significant growth and elevated brand equity. Having held diverse leadership roles across globally recognized organizations such as Peak XP Partners, formerly Sequoia India and C, Disney Star India, General Mills, and having started her career in Procter & Gamble, Gayatri has demonstrated exceptional ability to blend creative storytelling, data-driven strategies, and consumer-centric approaches to deliver measurable results. Prior to joining Reliance, Gayatri led marketing at Peak XP Partners, formerly Sequoia India, where she played a pivotal role in the brand transition and in empowering its portfolio companies to build and scale world-class brands originating from the region. Gayatri served as President, Consumer Strategy innovation for Star India, where she led a series of high impact marketing moves, including the network's launch of Star Sports, Hotstar, and the Nice Soch on Star Plus, which aimed to drive women's empowerment. Before Star India, Gayatri was the CMO for General Mills, where she launched and scaled the Pillsbury brand in India. She started her marketing career with Procter and Gamble. She is an MBA from the Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. In her role as Group Chief Marketing Officer and Executive Vice President Strategic Initiatives, Chairman's Office at Reliance, Gayatri will work closely with our chairman, with the chairman, RF Chairperson Akash, Anand, and the entire EC and Isha to drive innovation, enhance brand impact, and deepen customer centricity culture. Well, this is her resume. To me, Gayatri represents the realized business acumen of the Indian women. Your presence truly elevates us and raises aspirations of our management graduates. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. May I welcome you to come over and present your address to our graduating students.
Can you hear me at the back? Last row? Yes, awesome. So, Vanakkam, good evening to the esteemed faculty. Thank you. Proud parents. We should actually give an applause for all the parents. In fact, in every country, and especially in India, what would we be, right, without our parents? How many sacrifices have they had to bring each one of us to where we are? Yesterday was my father's fifth death anniversary, and I'm giving this as a tribute to him as well, and a tribute to all the parents in this beautiful tent in this amazing campus. I also want to most importantly welcome the graduating class of 2025. Let's give a huge applause. I can only imagine the hard work, the grit that each one of you have faced to get here. And this is the end of one journey, but it's also the beginning of the rest of your life. And I know that you will never forget this day. This is a very important day. You should feel very proud of what you've achieved, but even prouder of what you will go on to do. You will go on to shape the destiny of our country. And I feel honored that you have me in front of you to give you this address. So I wanted to start with a small story, which began 35 years ago, which is when I walked into IIM Calcutta, and I had just graduated from St. Xavier's College in English Literature. Now, that was an interesting leap because for those of you who know IIM Calcutta, and I believe there's some IIM Calcutta students, you want to raise your hands? Awesome, Joka. So you would know that IIM Calcutta is a very quantitative college. It was modeled on MIT, and everything was calculus. How many engineers in this room? Raise your hands. Okay, 90% are engineers, as I thought. And here I was, a literature student. I walked into IIM Calcutta, and there was going to be a quiz on calculus, which was going to happen that night. And I went to Debashish Datta Gupta, Debu, who's also an alumnus of IIT Madras. And he used to be JE rank 61. I remember that for some reason. And I went to him and I asked him, Debu, in dy by dx, why don't the d's cancel out? So he looked at me and he said, Gayatri, I don't think you should go for this paper. You know, just avoid it if you can. But of course, none of us can avoid the tests in our life. So I went for the paper and I didn't carry a pen. And remember, I was a topper and, had done pretty well in life to get to IIM Calcutta with a humanities background. And I didn't carry a pen and I said, I have nothing to contribute to this paper because there is no English. It's super interesting that now English is the hottest programming language in a world of LLMs, right? So, how life changes. And then later, who became my calculus tutor was another batchmate from IIT Delhi. And he taught me calculus, and then I later married him. So, calculus did lead to something good. And then happened to pass. And thankfully, did very well in the second year with marketing. So, didn't do too badly in life. But the reason I shared that story is yes, for comic relief, and yes, because there's an IIT Madras connection with Debu, but also to tell you that life will challenge you. You ain't seen nothing yet. You think you've been through challenges, but the real challenges will come out and, will disrupt your life. And if I look at the choices I've made, whether it's humanities to IIM Calcutta, then I joined Procter and Gamble, and then I joined Pillsbury as the second employee. I was 4 years out of management school and I was made marketing head. I had to launch Atta with an American brand in an Indian market. That was a big challenge. Then I left FMCG just when I was getting comfortable in FMCG. We had launched Pillsbury, scaled Pillsbury, and I joined media. And everyone said, why are you joining media? You're a consumer packaged goods marketer. And I said, I really want to understand the power of storytelling to make a difference. And I joined Star TV. My first program that I worked on was Satyamev Jayate, which was all about, and God bless Amir and Uday Shankar and everyone we worked with. It was all about using the power of storytelling to create change. And I remember after we had launched Satyamev Jayate, we had gone to inaugurate a Satyamev Jayate Bhavan. And our first episode was on female feticide. We still have a challenge in our country of unborn daughters. And I remember we were encouraging parents that don't abort the child if you have to give her up for adoption. And so I was attending an adoption camp and I held a baby girl in my arms and I felt that if the show hadn't happened, she would not be alive. And that tells you the power of storytelling to make a difference. So I was part of Star from Satyamev Jayate to the launch of Star Sports, then to the launch of Hotstar, actually named Hotstar. That's a different story, which I won't get into now. And then, just as I was getting comfortable in media, I decided there's danger in the comfort zone. It was time to leave the world of media, and I got into the world of venture capital, which is all about technology and startups and entrepreneurship. And I joined Sequoia, which was later Peak 15, named after the Everest. And that was an amazing period in my life. And just as I was getting comfortable in venture capital, there's danger in the comfort zone. I joined Reliance. And Archimedes said, give me a lever and a platform on which to place it, and I will move the world. And I believe there is no greater platform for massive impact at scale than Reliance. In fact, Mukesh Bhai always says that what drives Reliance is this ideology of growth as life, that we must all, what's good for India is good for Reliance. And Reliance genuinely cares about making that difference. And that philosophy is there in everything the company does. So that's been my journey. And I wanted to tell you that you must be comfortable being uncomfortable. And every time you get into a comfort zone, ask yourself, am I learning? Am I growing? Am I having fun? And if the answer to any of them is no, you should reinvent yourself. And you will have to continuously reinvent yourself because that is the world we live in, right? We live in this world of artificial intelligence. McKinsey talks about India is going to add $5 trillion to its economy in the next few years. That's literally like doubling India, and every single sector is going to transform. And that is the world you're getting into, right? And I believe that today you must view AI not as a tool, but as a force. AI is a force that will reimagine every single sector, and you have to make this force your friend. I know a lot of you must be wondering, we were discussing in the faculty room, that what will be the impact of AI on the future of work? And I think none of us really have the answers. But I do believe we live in a world where having the answers is not as important as knowing what questions to ask. And that is something that is truly a human domain. You must master the art of asking the right questions. So a lot of students I meet tell me that they're afraid humans are going to become obsolete. And I would say that humans will never become obsolete. You are living in a world where human potential is finally being unshackled. I have this principle that says man should do what only man can do. Let us do what only we can do. Let's leave the rest for machines, right? And that is actually the opportunity that faces each one of us today, which is a massive opportunity. So you are not being replaced, you are being called to lead, right? And we talk so much about artificial intelligence, but today I want to talk about the other AI, and the AI that is so required in this world, what I called Atma intelligence, right? The intelligence of the soul. And that is actually our superpower as a nation. We're the youngest nation, but we are the oldest civilization. And embracing the power of the soul is your superpower, right? So I call it Atma intelligence, the intelligence that cannot and will not be coded. Atma, as you know, is the Sanskrit word for self. It is not your resume self. It is not your Instagram self or your Facebook self or your LinkedIn self. But this is the self beyond mind, body, or intellect. This is consciousness. And I would urge each one of you to be a witness in your life, be a sakshi, and try and spend time with yourself to understand your superpower, which is your consciousness, your Atma intelligence. So there are three principles I'm going to talk about, okay? The first is while AI looks outward, Atma looks inward, right? And there was Carl Jung. Who's heard of Carl Jung? I'm sure everyone. This famous philosopher, writer, said that he who looks outside dreams, but he who looks within awakens. We must, in this crazy busy world, and I work in a large company, as you know, and sometimes I look, everyone is running, and that's true for any organization. Everywhere I've worked, I think sometimes all of us get so driven to what I call activity-itis. And I keep telling my team, get off the treadmill because you're just running to stay in the same place. Sometimes, checklists and ticking things off and saying, okay, I've done this, I've done that becomes and means and ends in itself. But it's important to step back and really reflect within that. What do I really want, right? And I remember this story that I heard as a child that's always stayed with me. It's a story of a musk deer. So, as you know, musk is a beautiful perfume. So, this musk deer spent his entire life chasing, running in a forest, trying to understand what is the source of my fragrance. Where does this come from? Where's this beautiful fragrance coming from? Until he realized, just when he was about to die and he collapsed, that the fragrance was within him all the time. And I think this is so reflective of our lives that we seek outward validation when it's within you, right? It's what Rumi said centuries ago. Are you a drop in the ocean? Are you a drop in the ocean or are you an ocean in the drop. And if you reframe that, right? If you see yourself not as a drop in the ocean, but an ocean in the drop, that can change the way you see your life. When I first started working, I was used to at home, a very courageous father and grandfather. And when I started working, I realized there's so much fear. People are so afraid. In FMCG, the failure rate on products is 75%. Only 25% products succeed. But I felt if people were not afraid, that failure rate would be a much lower. People would speak up and say whether the market needs this product or doesn't need this product. But sometimes fear really holds people back from speaking up. But the minute you reframe it and see that I'm not a drop in the ocean, I'm actually this powerful ocean in a drop, you lose fear and you also understand your connection with others. You become more empathetic. So, my second principle, and there are only three, and we'll finish this fast, is artificial intelligence can compute, but only Atma intelligence can care, right? And in a world of AI, being human is a superpower and perhaps is the only flex. When I joined Star, I remember the security guard, the first day of joining Star, he came to me and said, "Welcome to Star, Gayatri madam." And I looked at him and said, "How do you know my name? Maybe HR really has their game right, that even the security guard knows my name and my first day." And he said, "Madam, when you were in P&G 15 years ago, you used to wish me good morning and good evening every day." And 15 years later, he remembered that. So you must remember that there is nothing small, and how you make people feel is much more important than the way you make them think or what you make them do. They will never forget the way you make them feel. That is, that is a lesson I never forgot. Especially people who work for you, people, I see so many volunteers here, so many people in service. It's something that Satya Nadella calls servant leadership. To actually serve in leadership is what drives leadership, right? If you think of it, I come from the world of brands. There are two things we look at: love and respect. And it's easy sometimes to get love, and it's hard to get respect. But to get both love and respect, you have to be doing something right. And doing something right is 360. It's not just, oh, I'm like managing upwards, I'm managing my boss. How do you treat everyone who connects with you? That is what people will remember about you. Not your achievements may be great. I'm sure the world will remember them. But more than that, they will remember the way you made them feel. So we will come to now the third principle, which I'm sure you will guess, which is artificial intelligence is trained on data. Only Atma intelligence is guided by Dharma, right? So artificial intelligence is data, Atma intelligence is Dharma. My father used to tell me that all of us live our lives, we maximize a principle, right? Someone's principle maybe I want to be the most successful, someone's maybe like mine was I want to create impact at scale. He used to tell me, I just want to sleep well at night. That's it. And in the Gita, that's called Arjavam, which is live your life in alignment, right? Mind, body, spirit. And you will live a happy life, a peaceful life, a life of service, and a life where you will make a difference. As they say in yoga, yoga is what remains when the pose is over. So all of us must search for that larger why. Nietzsche said that he who has a why can endure anyhow. If you all have read the Gita, which I'm sure many of you have, that was Arjun's dilemma, right? When he goes to the battlefield, was should I fight this war? And Krishna tells him, by not fighting the war, because it's a war of righteousness, you are abdicating your dharma. So in life, you got to figure what is your North Star. And business is super hard because business, you're dealing with people. And people have egos, and people have challenges, and people have emotions, and you have to steer people to a larger goal. And there will be hard decisions you have to make. But if you are guided by your dharma, you can't go wrong. I used to always say, differentiation. Every marketer looks at differentiation, right? Create and communicate a difference. Then I joined Star and I said, actually, differentiation is not enough. Disruption. We got to create incredible change. And now I believe there's differentiation, there's disruption, but even more important is dharma. Because if you do disruption without dharma, it's pointless and it will not move the world forward. So, that is the third principle that's super important. Now, I may give you all these principles, but as I said, life will challenge you. Krishna once asked someone, what is it that will make a sad person happy and a happy person sad? What's the answer? What will make a sad person happy and a happy person sad? This too shall pass. Amazing. Yeah, what's your name? Devang. Devang, the volunteer, got it. Amazing. That is true, right? So the point is everything will pass. Success will pass, failure will pass. But as long as you remember and stay in touch with what doesn't pass, which is your soul and your character, you will do well. So I'm going to wrap this by saying this is an incredible time. You know, I wish I was graduating today. In a sense, I am because I feel it's day one every day that you have to reinvent yourself every day. I think the world is looking for leaders with velocity and values, with confidence and compassion, with ambition and awareness, with clarity and character, right? Let AI be your speed, let Atma be your direction. In the dance of progress, we need both engine and the essence, right? Both are important. I was hearing Sam Altman. He said that there will be $1 billion company in valuation that will be built by a company of one person, right? And that's going to happen in the near future. So each of you could be a company. You could be building that next $1 billion company with a massive impact. That is the power of artificial intelligence that is there for you today. So AI is the ultimate leverage, but Atma is the eternal compass. Don't forget your direction and the compass as you move forward in the world. Go forward and serve the country, make your family and this institute proud, and most importantly, be happy and make a difference to yourselves and to the world. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gayatri. Very soulful and thoughtful message to the graduating batch of 2025, particularly coming from marketing. And I was overly heartened by someone from marketing talking about soul and values and ethics. It's Let's all rise up and give her a standing ovation for what she spoke to us. Thank you. Please sit down. In fact, marketing is not a very popular word in IIT Madras. So is market. We all believe that we are born with some divine power and we don't require marketing. So thank you for coming and explaining to us the nuances of marketing while holding on to yourself and your soul and your values. There are different labels, but you spoke so much in depth. And to management graduates, marketing is flesh and blood. And we feel so happy and enriched by your message today. Thank you very much. Okay, now the distribution of prizes and degrees will start. Graduates, as your names are called out, please come to the dais and receive the prizes and degrees.
We are going to start with the prize winners first. So the first is the best PhD thesis in the Department of Management Studies, Ms. Apurva Goyal. She actually got her prize in the morning convocation. She is a joint PhD student along with Curtin University and IIT Madras. Sri R.N. Rajendran Memorial Prize, scholar with the best thesis in the area of organizational behavior and HRM in management studies, Ms. Gayatri Ganapati. Best MS thesis in the Department of Management Studies, Deshmukh Prasad Manohar. Koka Partharthi Memorial Prize to the MBA student with highest CGPA, Alan Johnny Conart. KV Arun Kumar Memorial Prize to the student with all-around activities, MBA, Pratyush Gupta. Institute Merit Prize to the MBA student with highest CGPA, Navanita Krishnan R. PGPX VLM Gold Medal for the first rank holder and Director's Merit List, Pilan Patnaik. PGPF's VLM Gold Medal for the first rank holder and Director's Merit List, Jeevan Govin Algeri. IIMC Alumni Association Calcutta Chapter Gold Medal and Directors Merit List, Shiranjan. VLM Directors Merit List, Changradil Sujit Menon.
No, first, first.
Now we are going to invite the prize winners for acceptance speeches, starting with Ms. Apurva Goel.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm uh, deeply honored to get this prize, and so many people have, played their role in their bit. First and foremost, to my guide Lata ma'am, this wouldn't have been possible without you, ma'am. She has been my constant source of strength and support. And next, my uh, family, so my mom, dad, sister, thank you for supporting my decision to come here all the way from uh, Delhi to pursue uh, my dream. And all thanks to them. And I would also like to thank my husband, Anukesh. Thank you for making this journey easier, and thank you for standing by me always. And and I would also like to thank this beautiful uh, ecosystem here, to all the professors, to the staff, to all my colleagues and peers. Thank you for making this place so homely for me. And I wish to take from here all the learnings and experiences, and putting into better practice, and uh, making an impact. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Ms. Gayatri Janapati.
Good evening, everyone. Okay. Firstly, I express my sincere gratitude to the patrons of this award. This encouragement only affirms my research work and the research journey that I'm on. And definitely to my supervisor, Professor Viji, whose nurturing guidance has been very influential, especially in the moments of uncertainty. And I would like to tell you there were several uncertain moments throughout this journey. So her nurturing guidance has been very influential. Now, I wouldn't stand here without the support of several people, my respected doctoral committee members, my teachers, and people I dearly call mine, seniors, friends, and importantly, my family for giving me the scope, the time to grow and do what I love to do. Now, definitely the administrative staff for working quietly behind the scenes, facilitating a lot of processes. And I'm sure I've come to a lot of you several times asking a lot of favors. Thank you so much for all the effort that you put into it. Thank you very much. And finally, this journey has been one with deep self-reflection. And while I continue to work on my shortcomings, I hope, as I highlight in my research, to never lose sight of my strengths. And to conclude, may we know our strengths, may we build the strength of others, and may we lead resilient lives. Thank you very much. Thank you once again.
Deshmukh Prasad Manohar.
Hello. Good evening, all. So this moment is filled with immense pride and gratitude for me. So I would like to dedicate this award to my late mother. It was her dream that I should get a degree from IIT, and yeah. So, so this thing kept me going in my toughest times. I would also like to dedicate this award to my father and my sister, who always supported me in my decisions. As this award belongs to me, it also equally belongs to my guide, Dr. Nargis Parvin. Thank you for always helping me and making this thesis into something meaningful. A deepest gratitude to all the professor, the non-teaching staff, and the office staffs at the DoMS for making these things happen. Also, shout out to all my batchmates, seniors and juniors. Uh, while I'm taking this award, I know everyone comes from different background. We have faced different challenges personally, academically, and everything. And look at now, we are today completing a significant milestone in your career. So this is not just a. So I would like to say that every degree today or every thesis today is the best thesis. And congratulations to all the graduating students. Thank you all.
Alan Johnny Conant.
So, good evening, respected chief guest, HOD, faculty members, department staff, and my dear friends. I'm truly honored to receive this award. It reflects not just my own efforts, but the support of many around me. I sincerely thank my family for their constant encouragement. To my batchmates, thank you for making every project, group activity, and presentation a fun and enriching one. Heartfelt thanks to our seniors, especially Harsha, whose mentoring meant a lot to me. I would also like to express my gratitude to all the faculty members, department staff, and all the scholars here for their invaluable support over the past 2 years. Lastly, I would like to my fellow graduates, congratulations. Let's take the spirit of DOMS IIT Madras with pride and stay connected wherever life takes us. Thank you once again for the honor.
Pratyush Gupta.
Good evening, everyone. I feel truly honored to be presented with the KV Arun Kumar Memorial Award. Being part of this IIT Madras ecosystem is a dream in itself. Today, when I walk in the campus on the 62nd Convocation Day, seeing people in white outfits with angavastrams draped around them, with eyes filled with joy, and the parents beaming with pride, it all feels truly surreal and very, very picture perfect to me. I am here because of my parents, my mom, my sister, my aunt, who have been like the pillars of my support throughout my life. This the IIT Madras ecosystem has provided me with opportunities that I could have only dreamed for. I am incredibly grateful to the professors who are absolute veterans in their fields, to the peers who helped me achieve the best version of myself, to the friends whose friendships I will cherish for my lifetime, and to the opportunities which opened up for me, which helped me grow professionally and make me become a slightly better human being when I am leaving DOMS now. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to all who are receiving their degrees today. Thank you.
Navneet Krishnan.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Chief Guest, Head of Department of Management Studies, IIT Madras, Professor Saji Matthew, esteemed professors, student friends, graduates, and proud parents. It's indeed an honor for me to receive the Institute Merit Prize today. 2 years back, I wouldn't have imagined receiving this award. This journey is not only mine. There are a lot of people who walked with me, who lifted me up when the spirits were low, who pushed me to the finish line as well. Thanks a lot to all the professors for actually taking time off on a weekend and coming and helping us learn and grow. Special mentions to Professor LPS for actually guiding me. There was always something to take away after every class. Professor Varisha Rahman for perfectly blending theoretical concepts with real-time case studies and making the classes extremely interesting and engaging. A big shout out to our EMBA coordinators, Professor Srinivasan, Professor Vijay Lakshmi, for actually for guiding us, and to the DOMS office for ensuring a wonderful learning experience. To all my classmates there, thanks a lot for Thanks a lot for all the discussions that we had and for sharing your insights as well. Uh, Special mentions Sri Hari, Ravi sir, Avinash for being wonderful project partners as well. EMBA batch of 23-25 will always be incomplete without mentioning our beloved classmate, Dr. Saravanan. Dr. Saravanan is no longer with us today, but I'm sure wherever he is, he'll be watching this with a smile in his face. Uh, so thanks a lot. Before I conclude, I just want to wish each and every individual here the very best for all their future endeavors. This is Navneet Krishnan R signing off as a proud alumnus from the Department of Management Studies. Thank you.
Pilan Patnaik.
Respected dignitaries, faculty members, and my dear colleagues. It's an absolute honor to be here and receive this award. I would like to thank the three institutes, IIT Madras, IIM Calcutta, and IIT Kanpur for coming up with this program 18 years ago. It develops future leaders in manufacturing sector, a sector which we can't ignore when we talk about Vikshit Bharat 2047. I am grateful to the faculty members in all the three institutes for their invaluable contributions. Last but not the least, I thank my parents, my wife, and my dear ones without whom this journey wouldn't have been possible. Thank you.
Jeevan Goen Algari.
Respected dignitaries on the days, professors, my peers, colleagues, and their loved ones. Good evening to everyone. This moment, it reminds me of a certain quote, right? It says that I can see far, not because I am tall, but rather it's because I'm standing on the shoulders of the giants who came before me, right? This this was a quote written by Isaac Newton to his rival Robert Hooke at that time, right? So when I look at this, the award that I have received right now, it's not really an achievement of mine, but rather collective efforts of everyone who is there here and everywhere else, right? To start with, the three premier, the legendary campuses, IIM Calcutta, IIT Kanpur, and not last but not the least, IIT Madras, right? For whose PGPX VLM program has given us an immense opportunity, right? For us to learn further and grow further. Second, to all the professors here in all the three campuses, be it in Madras, Calcutta, Kanpur, right? Whose their insights, their wisdom, their experience has made us what we are today. Thank you to them. And third, and of course to the peers, right, whose diverse experiences, yeah, there, whose diverse experiences actually made our learnings, everyday learning fun and engaging. And also to the family and friends who stood with me, and frankly, I would not be here without them. And last but not the least, again to IIT Madras for having this wonderful program and a wonderful event here so that we can also be together. And also for letting us call this campus a home. Be it for a very short duration. But again, thank you very much to everyone.
Shashi Ranjan.
Respected chief guest, professors, and my dear friends, I'm truly honored and humbled to receive this award. The VLM program has been a transformative journey as it brought together the academic excellence of IIT Madras, IIM Calcutta, and IIT Kanpur. I'm truly grateful for the professors, mentors, and peers across all three institutions. And to my sister, Neelam, without her, nothing would have been possible. Even any word I take will be less for her. My wife, my entire family members for their unwavering support. And a special thanks to DoMS IIT Madras for anchoring this journey. And this award is a reminder that the responsibility that we carry, that we have to act with integrity, we have to make a remarkable impact. So thank you for this immense honor. Thank you.
Changradil Sujit Menon.
Respected chief guests, faculty members, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends. I stand here today deeply grateful and honored to receive this recognition. PGPX VLM had given us the unique opportunity to learn at three of India's finest institutes and from the best minds in their respective fields. This program has helped me personally expand my perspectives, propelling me from the narrow world of small M manufacturing to the vast and strategic world of big M manufacturing. My sincere gratitude goes to the exceptional professors, VLM coordinators, and staff at the three institutes for your constant guidance and teachings. To my cohort mates for your competitive spirit and support throughout the year. And above all, my parents and my family for their unwavering trust in every decision I take. I feel proud to carry forward the VLM legacy as I progress in my career. This may be the end of formal education, but I understand that learning never ends. And I look forward to the next chapter that me and my friends will script for this country in the future. Thank you. Congratulations to everyone. All the best.
Now we start the degree distribution process, starting with the Doctor of Philosophy degree, PhD. Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, Bhuma VG. Congrats. Shashi Bhushan Kumar. Richard Marcel. Preeti R. Suranarayana Murthy, ASR. Shri Vidya Bhavani. Rajan Ranjit Kumar. Anumari Chaco. Mujahidul Islam Nayyar. Deba Hassan. Madhavan Vishnu Nampurti, Vasantraj S, Pratik Nanda, Dandabani S, Kartikanan MS, Abhishek Sharma, Ajay Philip, Mohammad Sadiq T, Tina Thomas, KV Bhadra, Anurit Saharan, Rajdeep Singh, Reshma M, Vaidyanathan T, Shriram R, Shruti R, Balagopal N, Master of Science MS, Nishant Kumar Khedlekar, Harshal Praful Bhalerao, Kaushik Hathi, Mayur Rupraji Mure, Aditya Anand Joshi, Kadam Prasad Janardhan, Now the Master of Business Administration, MBA, Avinash B. Abhijit Ranjan, Abhishek Albi, Aditya Yadav, Aishwarya Agnes, Akash G, Akshit Chawla, Amriteshwaran B, Anne Mary David, Anusha E, Anukesh J, Aparna R, Arijit Mandal, Aritra Ghosh, Arun JK, Chaudhary Sanchit Praveen Pranali, Chunduru Bharat, Dharini Sneha SG, Dhruv Srivastav, Divyanshu Singh, Donye Kamdar Tok, Gankadhar CK, Gauransh Agarwal, Gautam Gupta, Gautam G, Hari Bhaskar M, Jangam Nikhil Raj, Joanna Elimulil Matthew, Kamat Rohan Manohar, Kaustav Banerjee, Kaitya Praneeth, Kritika Jano Mardi, Kumar Suhas Gautam Rashi, Loka Varappu Chandani, Magatapalli Ravi Kumar, Manasi Mahadev Talwar, Maurya Ashish Maurya, Meghna Subramanyam, Muhammad Danish D, Muthu Shanmugam L, Naman Sahai, Naveen Varghese, Parul, Parul Seth, Pooja M, Prabhuraj P, Pranav Parameswaran, Preeti P, Ramakrishnan S, Ranjit Kumar R, Ranjit Kumar MP, Trikula Pavan Venkanna, Rupak PC, Prothu Rahul Aditya, Sabri Niveda VS, Sai Tilak L, Sandarsh MK, Santosh Kumar B, Sanush Nanda SS, Sayuj Jayadev, Sheikh Mohammad Fadil Ahmad, Shrey Agarwal, Shriya Siddhartha, Shruti Raj, Shubham Upadhyay, Srichila Pavani, Sonati Harika, Shriram S, Srivatsan R, Surya Prakash JL, Sushant Kolle, Swarna K, Swati A, Talari Anil Kumar, Tarkesh Yadav, Vijay M, Vishwan PN, Vivek Jaiswal, Putukari Venkata Praneeth, Wagela Hemang Nalin Sunita, Yogesh Kumar T, Yuvasri JS. Now going to Executive Masters of Business Administration, EMBA, Jola Jayaselin, Adishwar Muruganathan, Aditya Ken, Alagai Nambi R, Anand Govindan, Anish C, Avinash R, Balaji T, Bharat Tyagarajan, Bharati Ramamurthy, Viswarup Borthakur, Chetan Prakash, Girish TV, Gopinath Subramaniam, Harinandini Paramahansan, Jayashree Lakshmikant, Kannan Bose, Karthikeyan B, Lalit Prasad, Manigandan Gopalakrishnan, Manjesh Gupta, Naga Rajashekhar Rao Deshpande, Nandakumar B, Nehru B, Niranjan Raja Jayabalan, Pon Supriya RK, Priyadarshini, Ramaswaminathan Ganesan, Ravi Krishnan, Revant Kausikan, Revati Subramaniam, Sarvana Kumar NS, Selva Prakash S, Santir Kumar Balakrishnan, Senthil Kumar S, Senthil Nayagam, Shivansh Puri, Shubham Roy Chaudhary, Soumya Ranjan Sahu, Shri Radha Vasudevan, Shri Hari S.A., Srinidhi Srivatsan NC, Steve Augustine S, Shubha Ashley, Sushant Akant Borkar, Thirumaniraj G, Vaishnavi A, Yoganand R.D., Now the postgraduate program for executives for visionary leadership in manufacturing, PGPEX VLM, Arun Pandian M. Ashwini V. Gidugu Sai Amani. A. Mohan Mattigunta. Mohit Pahwa. Muddu Vamshi Krishna. Pasila Vamshi Krishna. Ramesh Naidu G. Sachin Kubasad. Shweta Mohanty. That's all. That's all.
Hello, hi. I was thinking, let's try and take a group selfie, okay? So I'll point the camera to all of you and everyone like wave, okay? We can try? Okay, awesome. Which means I'm gonna turn it this way. You all also have to come in the selfie. No, I got it.
As a token of our appreciation, I request the HOD to hand over a memento to our chief guest. I request all of us present here to stand up for the national anthem, please.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जल तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
The DCP event is formally over. I request all the people in the venue here to please rise as the chief guest is leaving.
Parents, we will ask the graduates to leave first, please. 2 minutes. Graduates are requested to pick your refreshments for yourself as well as your parents. Go fast. You can all go. All the graduates will leave from the gate in the front towards the right. Don't go from the back gate.
Batch wanted to, like take a group photo. Hello. So requesting the batch of EMBA students to assemble on the stage for a group photo, please. Yeah. Yeah. On the stage. Yeah. So we should make it fast. We just have about 2 to 5 minutes.